All right. Awesome. Love that little voice. She's so lovely. Alrighty. So, back into this presentation. Wonderful. So where we are, if you weren't at the info session, then here's this map now. This is all of the chapters across the United States. So we are a national community, a national organization. As you can see, we have, I think, over 90 chapters across the states. Awesome, because you have that community of literally national charge members to rely on as well. So our chapter events, we are, excuse me one second, awesome. So chapter events, we hold weekly workouts. These are on Wednesday evenings, and that's when we're either going to a studio or they're coming to us in some form to do a workout together and sweat it out together. We have small groups, which we once a week, and you work out with the same group of members every week at the same time every week. Socials, which are the utmost of fun that Iona, who's not here, has been planning and has worked very hard on, and I'm very excited for all of them. Chapter meetings, which are going to be once a month, and wellness events. So we're going to have 3 wellness events. These are along the lines of mental health, what's the other one? Self-defense, and other really fun things. So weekly workouts, these are on Wednesday evenings, and again, these are at fitness studios around Boston, these studios, or it's on and near campus as well as virtual this semester. Weekly workouts are anywhere from about 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. is going to be the last session usually. And these are, like I said, semi-in-person and semi-virtual. Your safety, all of our member safety is our priority at all in-person events this semester. So if we are doing a workout in the studio, there is going to be reduced capacity as well as multiple sessions, and masks will be required. And then there is also going to be possible virtual streaming of those in-person workouts. And then the other good thing is that we are having weekly workouts for virtual weekly workouts as well. So because we have both that in-person and virtual aspect, you get to go to a workout every single week, which is awesome. So you'll get at least 1 sweat sesh in a week, which again is fantastic. And prior to attending any in-person event for Charge, this includes socials, weekly workouts, small groups, anything that's in person, you do have to answer some questions in a survey that confirm that you haven't been exposed to or exposed to the virus or exhibited symptoms of COVID-19 in the past 14 days. And if you have, you're not allowed to attend that event, obviously, because we are trying to keep all of our members safe. And upon it getting 2 weekly workouts, we do have a little laser gun thermometer. I really don't know what they're called. That's just what I've been calling them, to check your temperature as well. So small groups. Small groups have been set up. They are starting this week. Some of you have already had your small groups and they're so much fun. I was kind of nervous for mine and then it went so smoothly and I'm super excited for the rest of them. So these are when you meet with a very small group of members. It's max 6 members at all of the in-person ones with 1 small group coordinator. There are different events such as workouts and bonding, so you're not working out every single time. Sometimes you'll go grab dinner or do a movie night, a whole bunch of really fun things. Like I said, you meet at the same time every week, and we do have those co-op times, co-op friendly times later in the evenings, as well as one on Sunday. And at your small groups, we're going to have face masks, social distancing, and that pre-event screening, as well as we have a virtual option. Small groups will most likely be switching to virtual as it gets colder because it's going to be very difficult for us to find space on campus to work out as a group, and that might not be the most safe thing. So as it does get a little bit colder, we will switch to virtual, but I don't expect that to happen until like mid-November, and by that time the semester is probably going to be somewhat over, or close to being over anyways. Another note about small groups is that they are absolutely mandatory if you decide to sign up. So this is out of respect for not only your small group coordinator, the person who's putting together the workouts and figuring out what to do every week, but also to the other people in your small group. The more you show up and the more everyone shows up, the more you can build that community and close little family within our chapter here. So they are mandatory to show up to every week. If you miss small group without a valid reason, and a valid reason being an emergency, or you not feeling well and you're unable to attend, because we don't want anybody going to in-person events if they don't feel well. But if you do miss 3 small groups without a valid reason, then we will ask you to please step down from that small group. And this is because we're actually going to be starting a waiting list, since all of the small groups currently are full. If somebody wants to take your spot, they absolutely can. So just to keep that on your radar. So socials, we are having a bunch of socials this semester. Thank you everybody who came to our welcome party. It was in the Fens. It was so much fun. There's so many pictures all over Instagram. You should definitely go check those out. It was really great to meet some of you in person. So that was an in-person social, and these socials that we are having in person will be outside and in smaller groups like there was at the welcome party. We're going to be doing things such as a picnic, a hike, and so much more. And then we are having some virtual socials as well that will be the entire chapter in one little Zoom setting. And we're going to be doing movie night, wellness chat, and a whole bunch more things that are going to be awesome. So chapter meetings, this is something new that we're implementing this year. These are going to be on the first Sunday night of every single month. So that means there's only 3 of them. So I promise this will only be 3 hours of your life. It's really not going to be that bad, and they're going to be fun. They're going to be fun. It's not going to be a boring, we talk at you the whole time type thing. These are from 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. on Zoom. And some of the things we'll be doing during these are a monthly touch base, member spotlights throughout that were going on throughout the previous month, different updates, and a lot more fun activities that you will just have to wait and see. So we also do have national events. Like I said, we do have that national community all across the country. And nationals, they don't ignore us. We're not like this little like self, whatever it is, chapter. Like they're very involved in our lives and in all of the lives of the Charge girls. So they provide a lot for us and really help us in a lot of ways. So different things that they do. One being wellness experiences and wellness events. So one example of this was actually last year, they held a Charge tour, which is what this picture is from, and one of the spots was in Boston. So members could sign up to go to this and meet a whole bunch of other Chargies from different chapters all across Massachusetts that came to this Charge tour Boston. And it was awesome. There was a workout, body positivity workshop, and lots of free merch. They also have fit plans that they release periodically. So these are programs that are about 8 to 10 weeks. They write these using certified training sources, and they're made especially for Chargies, and they're awesome. I definitely recommend. They had one over the summer, Run Club, which a lot of our members did and absolutely loved it. I personally did not. I dry heave while I run, and it's just not a pretty sight. But they have a lot right now. I think the Charge at Home Studio is one that they currently have out right now. This is, again, an 8 to 10 week program and a free shirt if you sign up soon enough, so go grab that. But yeah, different workouts that you can do at home because they're really catering to the social distancing at home working out aspect that is going on right now. They also have a lot of challenges. These are mostly over social media, and they're a great way to get free merch. So you should definitely join those. They'll give away like Charge gear, as well as random website gear and like CBD oil, water bottles, food. It's awesome. All right, so the Charge newsletter, these Avery writes every Sunday, and they are sent out at 10 p.m. They are filled with very important information, the best memes I have ever seen, as well as a lot of fun things that you can get involved in. So they have weekly workout signups in them, Member Monday spotlights, chapter news, as well as national news and current events, which is very much appreciated as well. So event attendance. So you're going to be signing up for events using Eventbrite. These links are in the Sunday newsletter. And one thing on attendance is that we do have a restricted membership policy. So this policy states that you absolutely must cancel your reservation for a spot in an event at least 24 hours before the event takes place. And this will apply to virtual events as well this semester. Restricted membership is when you cannot, if you're put on restricted membership, then you cannot sign up for events for 2 weeks. And that's just to make sure that everybody is getting a fair chance to go to workouts. So if you're missing a workout, or if you're not going to things and you're taking away a spot from somebody who could have been there, that's why we have this policy. There is a little discrepancy this year. You will absolutely not be penalized if you feel sick and you're unable to cancel like within the 24-hour period before that event. I'm just going to reiterate this 1,000 times. Please do not come to any in-person events if you feel ill. We want to make sure that we are creating a very safe environment for all of our members that nobody will have to worry about their health and safety in. So if you do feel sick before an event, let us know, shoot us an email, and you will not be penalized. Awesome. So I'm just going to walk you through real quick signing up using Eventbrite. I'm sorry, these screenshots are teeny tiny. It's a lot of steps, but it's not complicated, I promise. So these signups come out in the weekly newsletter that goes out on Sunday at 10 p.m. And you'll basically just click it and it'll bring you up to this first top left corner where it's just the description of the event. It'll tell you the date and the time as well as the location. This is actually our event for this Wednesday, our virtual event, Move with Brittany, and it is an online event, excuse me. So that's why that location says online. Then you just click register. It'll show you all of the details there. This one is free, as are all of them, except for like very few sometimes, like for boxing, for example, last year, if you wanted to buy the boxing wraps, then those were an added fee, but 99% of the time it's free. And then you will just click register, put all of your information in, click register again, and you're all set, and you get an email confirming that you have a ticket for that event. So 1 hour before the event, signups will close. So if you want to come to an event, please sign up 1 hour before, or more than 1 hour before that event. You will also receive an email 1 hour before that event with a whole bunch of information, such as the location or the Zoom link, where to meet if people are going to be walking there together, what to bring. So if you need water, a towel, yoga mat, wraps, different things like that, as well as our COVID-19 rules just restated, so you always have those in mind. And this email will also have the COVID-19 symptom screening form, which I will talk about a little bit later. Post-event, we're actually going to be sending out a feedback form. This is new this year. This is just for you to fill out if you have any feedback. It'll just be a one question, do you have any feedback? And you can type in anything that you would like to. There is a wait list when events fill up. So virtual events will not have a wait list. There is no capacity on those, but for capacity in in-person events, there will be a wait list on those when it fills up on Eventbrite. So if you sign up and you sign up to be on the wait list, check your email every day, because the second that somebody removes themselves from that event, you might be sent an email if you're next in line that spot is open and you can sign up for that. And if you really want to go to an event, definitely just check that event frequently. So like I'd say every morning, every night, just to see if there's any open spots. And I think 24 hours before exec are is going to post about open spots in the chapter Slack. And those will kind of be like a first come, first serve type thing. First come, first serve. Wow, just messed that one up. We're also implementing something new this year, and that's going to be priority signups for in-person events. So these are going to be assigned by small groups. So if you're not in a small group, that's totally fine. You'll just be put in a separate group of a similar amount of members. And you are going to be getting the signups for an in-person event 2 days before signups come out. So you'll be getting that through your small group coordinator, or if you're not in a small group, through one of the exec members on Friday morning. So if you choose to go to, if you decide that you want to go to that event in person, then you have every opportunity to. And these will be absolutely equal. We'll switch up who gets those priority signups every week. And we'll just make sure that every single member has equal opportunities to have priority signups for in-person events. So I just wanted to talk quickly about how to cancel using Eventbrite. You are going to have to make an account on Eventbrite in order to cancel. So you'll get this. The order summary up here is straight out of the email that I got, the confirmation email from Eventbrite. You can either click the order number or view and manage your order online details, and it'll bring you to this next page, the order for the weekly workout that you, or social that you've signed up for, and you just press the cancel order button, and it'll immediately remove you from that event. And again, do that within 24 hours or before 24 hours of that event. So I wanted to also touch base on our COVID-19 rules. So these are a list of rules that we have drafted up as exec just for our chapter in general. So I'm just going to run through them really quick. All members must get tested once every 3 days by the university if they attend any in-person charge event. Before an in-person event, it is required that you fill out a pre-event COVID-19 symptom form. And this symptom form is something that we have drafted up. It is not the daily wellness check through the university. If any member is found to be ignoring Northeastern University's social distancing and safety policies, they will be barred from in-person events until a negative test result. We have relaxed our cancellation policy. Like I said before, if you feel sick, do not come. Let us know and you will not be penalized. And masks are required at all in-person events. So these rules are in place just to make sure that we are creating that super safe community for all of our members, and so we can keep everyone healthy and safe during these times. I also wanted to touch upon, I need to stop saying that, I apologize. Our next segment is about diversity and inclusion. And as a chapter, we have 3 commitments that we have made towards diversity and inclusion. So this first one, we will work with a more diverse range of instructors for our weekly workouts, elevating the voices and work of BIPOC fitness instructors and gym owners in our community. So we are doing a bunch of weekly workouts with BIPOC fitness instructors and gym owners that we are very excited for. The next commitment is that during recruitment, we will work with BIPOC student organizations on campus to increase the diversity of our chapter. So we did do this. We worked with the John D. O'Brien African American Institute, as well as the Asian American Center, the Latinx Student Center, and the Hillel Center, all of those different diversity centers on campus to make sure that our message is being reached to everyone, as well as working with them to promote their events that are going on and spread their information and their message to our members as well. And our last commitment is that earlier this year, over the summer actually, our organization raised and donated over $2,000 to Black Lives Matter organizations to assist in the fight against racial injustice. And we are really proud of that number. And as a side note, all of these commitments are ongoing. We will always have a commitment to diversity and inclusion, and the fight is far from over, but we will always be considering all of these in how we run our chapter. I wanted to give it now to our VP Media, Aaliyah, to talk about In Charge Instagrams.
Hi, friends. Okay, so as I said, or as Nicole also just said, I'm VP Media, which means I run the NEU.InCharge Instagram. So if you're DMing the account, you're DMing me, and I love to get DMs from you guys. But anyway, a big part of Charge is InCharge Instagrams. So I personally love making the InCharge Instagram. Like when I was just a member, not exec, I thought it really brought me into a community virtually that I didn't even know existed until I made my InCharge Instagram. So I 10 out of 10 recommend you all make one. If anything, it's good for motivating yourself. It kind of, I know people post that things like on their Instagram stories and say things like leaving this here, so you all know I have to do something now. Something like that to motivate you, and an InCharge Instagram is great for that. But it's also just, like I said, great for community. We have our social media challenges that you can participate in with your InCharge account. I mean, you can also participate participate in our challenges with your regular accounts, but InCharge Instagrams are better. Hashtag Chinstas. So in order to do so, the first thing you do is choose your handle. So the classic is just your name.incharge. Example, Avery.incharge. Shout out to Avery. And then the next step is to follow other charge members. So you can look through the NEU.incharge account. You first of all follow me. Also follow the national charge account, and then you can go through who they're following and just connect with people. I know I found out actually that one of my old friends from high school is in a charge chapter at Syracuse, and I didn't realize that until I found her InCharge Instagram. So you can make connections to not only people on campus, but also people from all across the country, which I think is wicked cool. So when you make your InCharge account, make sure to introduce yourself. You can post a selfie. You don't have to if you don't feel comfortable with that. You can just post anything you like. It's really all about you. It's like whatever you want, whatever you feel comfortable with, do you. And the biggest thing, I'm gonna repeat this over and over, and you'll probably see me commenting if you don't do it. Use hashtag NEU Charge on all of your posts, please. It's so important. It's great because when you do make an InCharge Instagram, you can just follow that hashtag, and then you can see all the posts that people make, and it adds even more community, which is amazing. And yeah, just having an InCharge account is just really great to kind of post about your journey in charge. If you have a workout to do, oh yes, thank you. These are some examples of we also have Casper in here, our Northeastern Charge mascot. Had to include him. But you can do pictures of your pets. You can do food. You can do lovely Elisa here. Yeah, posted a picture of herself throwing a bolt. Lovely. When I think it was the start of Charge Run Club, which is incredible. Shout out to everyone who finished Charge Run Club. You're amazing. But yeah, it's just a great way to have that communication and have the community within the virtual world, which is very important right now because, COVID. But yeah, that is just pretty much all for me. Just go make your InCharge Instagrams. If you don't know what to post, feel free to DM me. I have ideas. Yeah.
Thanks, Leah. So where can you find us on social media? So our nationals, the national charge. I'm having a stroke. I'm so sorry. So National Charge Instagram is at Charge. Their Facebook is here. And they also have a podcast, which is really cool. They post a lot of cool things. If you're into podcasts, definitely check them out. It's on iTunes and Spotify. And our personal accounts are here as well. Definitely check out the Instagram if you haven't already. Aaliyah has made it beautiful and gorgeous, and it's utter goals. So definitely check that out. I wanted to hand it over real quick now to two of our membership committee members to talk about their charge journey and why they charge.
I can start, if everyone can hear me. Hi, I'm Liv. I'm on the membership committee for Charge. Thank you for the hype. So I joined Charge the beginning of last year when the chapter started, and it was my first year at Northeastern. And going into college, I really didn't know what hobbies I wanted to bring in from high school because there isn't time to do everything. But I knew that one thing that I really wanted to keep doing was working out consistently and having a community of people to kind of keep me motivated, because in college especially it's so hard to find time to take care of yourself and find time to I don't know, stay healthy and stay on a schedule and everything like that. So I knew that I wanted to bring in a workout routine to college, and Avery, I remember, posted information about Charge to my class of 2023 Facebook group chat, and I signed up so fast. I read it immediately, bought the year membership. I was so excited. And yeah, definitely one of the best decisions I've made since coming to school. And yeah, I'm so excited for this semester.
I'll take it from here. I'm Audrey. I'm a third year, and I joined Charge because, well, I did NEU in my freshman year, and when I came back, I was trying to find people on campus, trying to meet new people, and I was struggling. So then whenever I heard about Charge, I was like, that's a good way to kind of kill two birds in one stone, meet awesome people and kind of develop a healthy lifestyle and fun stuff, go out in Boston and try new studios and stuff like that. So I tried it and I fell in love, and I just love everybody in Charge, and they're reason that I stayed. So yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, before we bring it to questions, breakout rooms are finally ready. So we're gonna dive into those. Rihanna, if you wanna start those, we're gonna say 7:55, we'll stop so that we have time for questions, and I wanna make sure that I respect all of your times as well.
Okay, I'm gonna press open all rooms, so you guys should all be sorted in 5 seconds.
Hello. Let me pause that. Replay this video. Share my screen with y'all one more time. Can you see that? Awesome. All right. Is everybody back? No, not yet. They should be. 93 participants.
They should be. I think some people might have dropped off, either accidentally or they had to go.
Okay. All right, well, then I'm going to open the floor for questions. Anybody have any questions?
I do.
Yes.
So, new this year to Charge, we're having chapter meetings. What are those going to look like?
So those are going to be on Zoom from 8 to 9 p.m., always an hour. Like I said, there's only 3 of them the first Sunday of every month. So it's only 3 hours of your life. It's going to be okay. But we're going to have a lot of fun things during those. Like I said, member spotlights, updates, kind of what to look forward to in the month, as well as different fun things like co-op panels, different experience panels for study abroad and those types of things, possible meditations thrown in there, a whole hullabaloo of everything you could imagine.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Yeah, they won't be boring. I promise you that.
I also have a question.
Yeah.
How is my membership money being divided and spent? Where's the funds going?
That's a good question. So that $52 for the membership, 10 of those dollars comes to our chapter, and we spend those on things like recruitment, Sometimes we pay studios to go there so you don't have to, and other materials for socials, merchandise, prizes for different challenges and that. And then $42 goes to nationals, and they use that money to develop Charge even further, as well as put some of that back into supporting us. Good question. Any other questions? No question is a bad question, I promise.
What do you do if you want to go to an in-person workout and you don't have like the equipment that's suggested for you to bring, like a mat or something?
Right, so that's a good idea, a good question. I'm so sorry. If you don't have a mat, a towel works just the same. You don't necessarily need a yoga mat, and all of the in-person workouts are going to be like body weight workouts if we're doing them not at a studio. But if we're at a studio, for example, if we were going to a cycling studio, they will provide the shoes and the bikes. Obviously, that would be horrible if you had to bring your own bike. But yeah, so it's mostly just gonna bring yourself a mask, hand sanitizer if you have it, a mat if you have one, or a towel is perfect as well, and then some sneakers and water. It's really not gonna be anything too extensive. You don't have to go out and buy anything. Good question.
There's a question.
Sam asked a question in the chat. Oh, sorry.
Thank you. Let's see. Are there group chats? Yes, so we have a chapter Slack. I think this went out in the newsletter on Sunday, the link to join. I don't know where Avery went, I lost her.
It didn't go out Sunday. There's an email going out tonight. It just took an extra day to set up. So we wanted to make sure that we had everything ready, but you'll get an email from me tonight. So make sure to look out for that and join.
Yeah, so there's gonna be a million channels on there. We've got brainy charges and different like recipe recommendations, spots to just chat and have fun. It'll be, yeah, it's gonna be a great format. Bring your own bike. Sorry, I was reading the chat. Any other questions in here?
Mine's not a question, just a statement, kind of. Some people in the chat were talking about it before. Make sure when you get the newsletter, you're clicking like view all or see more, because that's where the signups for next week's workout is going to be. I know I already missed that like once, and I've texted Avery and I'm like, where is it? But like, it's there, I promise. If you do have any trouble, reach out to the execs and they'll help you.
So there's a question here. If I have a conflict with the next chapter meeting, who do I speak to about it? Email neucharge@gmail.com with any conflicts with meetings or literally any question at all. Awesome. All right, well, if there's no more questions, if you think of any, feel free to email neucharge@gmail.com, DM any of us on Instagram, call us. Well, you can call me. I can't speak for all the exec. And Avery. I pick up the phone. So yeah, thank you all so much for coming. I hope you have a wonderful rest of, oh, Rihanna.
Oh, sorry. I'm going to drop it in the chat again, but if you haven't already filled out the Google form for attendance, please do that so we know that you're here.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, definitely make sure we know that you're here, because since this was a...
Is the Google form in an email?
I think it's in the chat.
It was just dropped in the chat like 5 seconds ago. Can you see it?
Rihanna, do you want to drop it one more time?
Yeah, maybe send it again because people are saying, yeah, there you go. Oh, thanks, Jenny.
Thanks, Jenny. All right, well, if that is all, then thank you so much for coming. Exec will stay on for a little bit longer if you want to talk to us. Just want to chat. I'm totally down. But have a wonderful rest of your night. And it was really great to see all of you here. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, Nicole. Killed it.
Thank you.
Killed it.
See you in a
I'm like a robot this time.
I'm
Yes.
Robot
Oh
Nicole.
God, a whole meeting without any robot sounds.
I'm honestly sad about it.
That's my
I kind of miss Robot Nicole. I'm sorry, but I
Bring
want
back
her
Robot
back.
Nicole.
Peace out, y'all.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys.
Peace out, guys. Love you.
Love you too.
Bye.